Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to my channel by clicking on the red subscribe button.
Alright, what do we have today? Right, we have something circular here. So today we are looking at how to use the Afghan Box Camera to produce a round frame. Recently Polaroid announced that they are relaunching their circular frame. So I thought we could do something similar on the Afghan Box Camera. So what I did was I 3D printed a frame. I used to use this wooden frame where it will produce a rectangular photo. So now we have the frame that have a circular hole in the center. So when you take the photo, this part will be taken and then we'll have a round photo. First version that I printed, and I put it on and do a trial run. I wasn't too happy with it, so I printed a second version. The changes compared to the first version are I have moved the circle further down so that if I were to slot the paper in, I do not need to cut an exact 4x5 photo. Another thing I improved was that I find it hard to open out this frame inside the box after taking the picture. So what I've done is to put a small knob here when I 3D printed the second version so that I can at least use it to open up. Okay. Then the other thing that I've changed was this locking knob. In the past when I was using this wooden frame, it was much thicker. This is I think about 5 or 6 mm. So this knob will just be on top of this and it will be just using friction to hold it there. But when I 3D printed this frame, it's only 3 mm thick, so it tends to just fall through and then come back to the unlocked place. So what I did was to put a screw here so that when I turn the knob over to here, it will stop here. It will not go further to here, and you will keep this frame in place. Right? Similarly, if I unlock this, it will also stop here, not locking the frame. Right? So what I am going to do now is to replace the first version of the frame with the second version. The frame is mounted up onto the wooden frame, so let's try with a piece of 4x5 paper, just dummy. Right, so what happens is that in the box camera, I will load this in and push it down and then lock it. So only this part of the photo paper will be exposed to light. So if I were to draw a circle around it, right, you will see that we'll end up with paper with only this part being exposed. Okay, so how well will it work? Let's test it out with a shoot. Okay, you guys know the drill, so we'll pour my fixer into this tray and put it in the inner side of the box. So I have my UFED rapid fixer 1+9. Right, so I put the fixer tray in the inner side of the box. Right, and now I have some UFED multi-grade paper developer, also 1+9. I pour it into this tray and put it in the outer side of the box. So for paper wise, I have some expired UFED RC paper. So we are ready to do our next steps. That means to set up and also start to do the shooting. Alright, so this is the result of our first test shot. So you can see that I cut the paper to square size. It's actually 4 inches by 4 inches, and we get a circular image. Okay, so the two prints are dry. So today, instead of just turning them into positive using Photoshop, I'm going to do a contact print. So today I'm at home. I do not have an enlarger at home, so I'm just going to make use of a light bulb to do the contact printing. So what I have here is a piece of glass which I will use it to weigh down on the photo paper and the paper negative, something like this. This is the photo paper, this is the photo negative, which I will put it image down, align it nicely, and then I will use a piece of glass to weigh it down. In this case, the contact between the paper negative and the photo paper will be good. Okay. What I need to do is to do a test strip. So it's easy to do the test print. My paper negative is from here. So what I'll do is that I will do a test exposure, test strip. Right. Maybe this will be for 2 seconds. I'll bring it down to another strip and do it for another 2 seconds. So end up here will be exposed for a total of 4 seconds, but this strip will only be for 2 seconds. Right, I think it's easier shown than explain in words, so let's do it. I need to off the light and use only the safe light to film this. Okay, now we are on safe light only, so it's all red. I have just put the camera onto autofocus mode also, otherwise it's very hard for it to focus. Alright, so let's take out my piece of photo paper. So what I need to do is to put the paper negative on top of the photo paper, but the image will be facing down, and maybe I put it right in the center. Okay, and use the piece of glass to weigh it down. And now I will start to do the test strip. Again, I do not know how's the timing like. I'll start at 2 seconds per strip, and if that doesn't work, I will then reduce or increase it. I probably have space to do 4 strips, so let's do the first one. Right, 1000, 2000. 1000, 2000, 1000, 2000, 1000, 2000. Okay, so the test strip is done. So now I will put it back into this paper box and bring it inside the box camera to develop, as I did not set up any processing tray here. So I guess it's the easiest to do it right in the box camera. So let's go. Alright, so this is the first contact print result. So the lighter strip here is a 2 second exposure. This is 4 seconds, 6 seconds, and 8 seconds. And even I think that at 8 seconds, it's still a bit too light. So we definitely need more than 8 seconds. So I'm going to do another test strip, and I will start from a base exposure of 10 seconds, and after that add on an increment of 5 seconds. Right, so I've taken out the second piece of photo paper. So again, we align the photo negative in the center. And use a piece of glass to cover it. Okay. So now I'm going to give it an exposure of base exposure of 10 seconds. That means the whole piece of paper will be exposed for 10 seconds for a start. So let's go. Okay, so once this is done, I'm going to cover it up from the bottom. Right, so the section that I cover will have a base exposure of 10 seconds. Right, and I'm going to expose the rest for another 5 seconds, making it total of 15 seconds for this area. Okay, so let's go. Okay, cover another strip. So this strip that's still exposed will be exposed for another 5 seconds, making it a total of 20, so on and so forth. Okay, so the exposure is done. I will bring it out to develop inside the box camera again. So let's go. Okay, so let's take a look at our second test strip. I think it looks much better in terms of the tone. So this strip right at the bottom, the lighter strip, this is just 10 seconds of the base exposure. So the rest are in 5-second increments. So where this strip here at 20 and this is 25. I think what I'll do is to do a 25-second exposure, because I think here the black is quite good, right? I'm not so sure will the 30-second be too dark. So let's try a 25 and see how it turn out. Okay, so I've taken out another piece of photo paper, right? And the negative will be placed right in the center. Okay, I can use piece of glass to press it down. So I'm ready for 25-second exposure. Let's go. 1000.
Eventually.
25-second exposure is done. So again, I'll put it inside the paper box and bring it out for processing. Alright, so this is the result. This is the negative, and we contact print it to get this positive. This is the circular frame that I'm looking for. I think this works. So I guess this circular frame that 3D printed worked quite well. Right, so I also bought this cutter. So let's try to trim this 5x7 paper to the square size. Okay. Yep, so this is what we have. So alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any other suggestion how to get circular photos, please share with me. So I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye. Hi guys, we have come to the end of this video. Please like it, share it, and finally do subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you at my next video. Take care. Bye.